Namaskaram, and then I'm supposed to give it back to you.
Okay.
Totally not culturally educated.
Take a blessing.
Take my blessing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I don't know what this is.
All the best, right? Get up. Now you can go then.
Yeah, please. Maybe.
I think that one.
Like as tight as it can be.
Parents can recommend.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if there is an agenda.
Good evening and welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for coming here to celebrate this occasion with us. Raashi has been dancing for 12 years and this is a culmination of all her efforts. I would actually just like to thank some family members who have traveled from very far, and I'm going to start geographically. So my mom has come from India. Rajiv's aunt and uncle are here from India. Cousin from London, cousin from Boston, aunt and uncle from Boston, Rajiv's sister and her family from Princeton, Rajiv's aunt, cousin, his wife, and the newest little baby in the John family from Pittsburgh. So thank you very much for making the effort. And I'm not much of a speaker, so I'll never run for office or anything. And frankly, I'm a little emotional. So I'm going to let Rajiv speak for us.
That's a first, right? That she's letting me speak. But yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for coming. I wanted to, four or five different people asked me today, how did this all start? Like, why did Raashi even get into Kuchipudi? So it's a long journey. It has been a long journey. I mean, literally, I drove twice a week to Bethesda for 12 years and many other dance performances. So it's been a journey, but it's been a good one. Raashi's learned a lot, and we've learned a lot. I always tell people when this started, when she was 5, to me, dance was, Indian dance was, North Indians did Bhangra, South Indians did Bharatnatyam, and good Jews played with sticks once a year. But since then, through this journey, I know what Kuchipudi is and many other things. So it's been pretty good. It all started with my aunt, who's here somewhere, who just called, when Raashi was 5, called us and said, hey, Shamita, you should go see this dance performance that a friend of mine, Anuradha, is putting together with a dance company, which is Kalanidhi. And it's close to your house, you should go. So 5 years ago, Shamita, her mom, and Raashi went to this dance performance, which I figured is, it's good, connect her to her South Indian roots. She came home, mesmerized with this thing, and here we are, 13 years later. So I do want to throw a plug in for Kalanidhi Dance. It's a great organization. Anuradha has put together a fantastic team and organization. Her teachers are world-class. There's some good stuff coming soon, which will change and have a positive impact on the cultural landscape and dance, specifically in the DC area. So you should stay tuned to what Kalanidhi is doing. I want to thank you all. Are you going to introduce Megho? Our master of ceremony today is Meghna Upadhyay, who is, by the way, she is amazing, right? She sprained her ankle a couple of days ago, but she was here for practice yesterday, and she's here to help Raashi through this day today. And they've been dancing together since, I think Meghna was 3 feet tall, but she's taller now. That's it? Right. I'm going to hand it off to Meghna. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Raashi's Kuchipudi Nritya Prastuti, or dance presentation. This is Raashi's first formal performance as a solo artist. On Raashi's behalf, I'd like to thank all of you for attending this very special occasion. An Indian classical dance recital typically begins with invoking the blessings of the gods for a successful performance. We will first start with a prayer song, invoking Saraswati, the goddess of learning. Immediately after the prayer song, Raashi will begin this evening's performance with an invocation to Lord Ganpati, the remover of all obstacles. M. Balamurali Krishna composed Ganpati Kautam. It begins with a shlokam set in Ragam Gaula, followed by a song in Arabi, set to Aditalam. It has been choreographed by Guru Vempati Chinnasatyam. Ladies and gentlemen, now for Ganpati Kautam.
गिरिजार्णवपूर्णेन्दु समञ्चित कलानिधिम् अपास्थ विघ्नतामिश्रम् शूर्पकर्णम् उपास्महे शूर्पकर्णम् उपास्महे उपास्महे
Dam da dam da da dam da da dim da dim da da dim da dim dam da dam da da dam da da dim da dim da da dim da dim dan 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 da din 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 raddi gu da ga da ha da ga da ga da ga di da ga tung da gi na tung da gi na tung de tung da gi na tung da
वाणी पराकू के वाणी पराकू बिना विमोहन वाणी पराकू के वाणी पराकू बिना विमोहन वाणी संगीत साहित्य नाट्यादि सौमित्य जगति पालिंचेटी जननी पराकू வாணி பராக்கு கிர்வாணி பராக்கு வீணா விமோகன வாணி பராக்கு வாணி பராக்கு கிர்வாணி பராக்கு வீணா விமோகன வாணி பராக்கு வாணி பராకు నిర్వాణి పరాకు వీణా విమోహన వాణి పరాకు గణములలో రమణించి మా పదములలో నిరదించి మముదయ జోడుము వాణి మముదరి చేర్చుము వాణి నిర్వాణి అణివేణి తువాణి అరురాణి
తదిద్దిదా తగదినదా దినగదిం దినగదిం దినగదిం.
கர்வம் ஸ்தூலதனும் கஜேந்திர வதனம் லம்போதரம் சுந்தரம் கர்வம் ஸ்தூலதனும் கஜேந்திர வதனம் லம்போதரம் சுந்தரம் பிரஸ்யந்தம் மதகந்தலுப்த மதுபவ்யானோல கண்டஸ்தலம் பிரஸ்யந்தம் மதகந்தலுப்த மதுபவ்யானோல கண்டஸ்தலம் दन्ताघात वितारितारि रुदिरै सिन्दूर शोभाकरम् वन्दे वन्दे शैलसुतसुतम् गणपतिं सिद्धिप्रदं कामदम् కుజేంత తళాంగు తదిమిద కది తళాంగు మని వెడలిన శ్రీ కుజేంత తళాంగు తదిమిద కది తళాంగు మని వెడలిన శ్రీ ఆద్యంతరహిత ఎరలవశ సహ గణపతికి కైమూర్తులు ఆద్యంతరహిత ఎరలవశ సహ గణపతికి కైమూర్తులు విఘ్న భగ్న నిమగ్న వరస గుణ గణపతికి నా ప్రణతులు విఘ్న భగ్న నిమగ్న వరస గుణ గణపతికి నా ప్రణతులు విఘ్న భగ్న నిమగ్న వరస గుణ గణపతికి నా ప్రణతులు గణపతికి ప్రణతులు గణపతికి ప్రణతులు 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 ప్రణతులు
తా దిగి దిగి దై దిత్ దిత్ తై దిత్తై తత్తరి తత్తత్తాహం తా దిగి దిగి దై దిత్ దిత్ తై దిత్తై తత్తరి తత్తత్తాహం తత్తానుత కిట కిన్న తొంగ దిక్కు తుం తొంగ నంగిట గిట తక నంగిట గిట తక నంగిట గిట తక దీంగ ముత్త కిట కిన్న తొంగ దిక్కు తుం తొంగ నంగిట గిట తక నంగిట గిట తక నంగిట గిట తక దీంగ తాహం గి తం గి గిట తక దిత్ దిత్త తత్తా ద్రుగుడ్డది నంగిట గిట తక నంగిట గిట తక నంగిట గిట తక దీంగ తుంగిట గిట తక తుంగిట గిట తక తుంగిట గిట తక దీంగ తాకు దీకుత కిన్నం తుంగిట గిట తక డేన్న సంగి గిట తక దిత్ దిత్ తాకు దీకుత కిన్నం తుంగిట గిట తక డేన్న సంగి గిట తక దిత్ దిత్ సద్ద బిద్దనం దన్న తాహత గిట తక జం తత గిట జం దిత్త కుంతరికు ధన తద్ద బిద్దనం దన్న తాహత గిట తక జం తత గిట జం దిత్త కుంతరికు ధన 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 త జన్ను జన్ను త ధిమి ధిమి త తత దిద్ది తతాహ తత తాకిట గిట తక జే గిట గిట తక తళంగు దద్ది తక తక దిగి తక దుంగు తక్కు దిక్కు తాకు దిగి తక దళంగు దద్ది తక దరింగెడ దద్ది దన్నత్త దింద దద్ది దన్నా దింద
Before Raashi begins her next dance, I'd like to take a moment to say a few words. So, hi again if you didn't catch it the first time. My name's Meghana, though most people here know me as Megu. I'm going to 12th grade. I've been dancing with Kalanidhi for close to 12 years now. I've been dancing with Raashi for what seems like a lifetime. Since I started so young, the first couple years at Kalanidhi are kind of blurry memories for me. But I do, however, remember the first dance group that I ever felt a real connection with. And it truly is a bittersweet moment realizing that I was the youngest person in that group, and the second youngest, someone who I've danced with longer than anyone, is graduating. Raashi is one of those friends you've known for so long that you can't even remember the first time you met. Although I can tell you, I'm sure it went something along the lines of me awkwardly keeping to my introverted self, and Raashi coming over to excitedly say hi and practically jumping out of her kurta to make any type of conversation. But that's the best thing about our relationship. People say opposites attract, and I feel that that is perfectly epitomized in our friendship. Ever since I was little, Raashi's been like the older sister I never had. She's confident, strong, caring, smart, supportive, and very outspoken. And I'm lucky enough to have spent so many years with her that I've gained more of these qualities myself. She's one of the easiest people to talk to because she always has something to say, and the energy she brings everywhere makes her such a refreshing and fun person to be around. She truly is an amazing dancer, friend, and all-around person, and I can't believe the day has come when she's actually leaving. But it's okay, because I know she's going to do amazing things when she gets older, and I'm fortunate enough to call her a lifelong friend. And now for her next dance, Raashi will be performing Kamakshi Stuti. This song is one of the earliest compositions of Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar. The dance is in praise of the goddess Kamakshi as she appears in the temple town of Kanchipuram, her hair flowing at her sides, beautiful jeweled cloths adorning her body, the one with lotus-shaped eyes and overflowing with compassion for her devotees. After the death of his wife, the goddess Sati, Shiva retreats to the mountains to perform penance. While he is deeply absorbed in his prayers, Sati, reincarnated as Parvati, sees him and falls in love. She begins to worship him with flowers and prayers, but he is completely unaware of her presence. At this time, Lord Kama, or Manmata, the god of love, notices the futility of her efforts and decides to fix the situation. Manmata chooses one of his flower arrows and aims at the meditating Shiva. Furious at the interruption, Shiva opens his third eye and burns Manmata to ashes, to the shock and horror of the watching princess. But the arrow has done its work, and Shiva is now in love with her. So when she pleads with him to revive the god and restore his life, Shiva relents and brings him back. As the one who protected Kama against Shiva's wrath, the princess is thereafter given the title Kamakshi, the one who protects Lord Kama, or Manmata. Kanchada Layatakshi was choreographed by Dr. Vempati Chinnasatyam and is set to Ragam Kamala Manohari and Talam Adi. It is preceded by 2 verses from the Kamakshi Stotram. Ladies and gentlemen, Kamakshi.
कमलभूसेव्या रमाराधिता कामाराधि मनप्रिया कमलभूसेव्या रमाराधिता दर्पाधिक दर्पणाश विलसत्सौन्दर्य दीपाङ्कुरा दर्पाधिक दर्पणाश विलसत्सौन्दर्य दीपाङ्कुरा कीरालाप विनोदिनी भगवती काम्यप्रदानव्रता कामाक्षी कलयामि कल्पलतिका काञ्चीपुरी देवता काञ्चीपुरी देवता
தாம் தரிகிடதும் 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 தத் தங்கிடதக தரிகிடதக தத் தங்கிடதக தரிகிடதக தாம் தத்தும் தக்கத்தும் தக்கிட்டத்தும் தத் தக்கிட்டத்தும் தத் தக்கிட்டத்தும் தத் தக்கிட்டத்தும் தித் தக்கிட்டத்தும் 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 தத் தங்கிடதக தரிகிடதக தத் தங்கிடதக தரிகிடதக தாம் தத்தும் தக்கத்தும் தக்கிட்டத்தும் தத் தக்கிட்டத்தும் 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 தத்தண்ண தண்ண தஜ்ஜண்ணு ஜண்ணு தத்திம்மி திம்மி தத்தண்ண தஜ்ஜண்ணு தத்திம்மி தத்தித்தகதினத்தும் தித்தகதினத்தும் தகதினத்தும் 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 தத்தண்ண தண்ண தஜ்ஜண்ணு ஜண்ணு தத்திம்மி திம்மி தத்தண்ண தஜ்ஜண்ணு தத்திம்மி தத்தித்தகதினத்தும் தித்தகதினத்தும் தகதினத்தும் 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 தத்தண்ண தண்ண தஜ்ஜண்ணு ஜண்ணு தத்திம்மி திம்மி தத்தண்ண தஜ்ஜண்ணு தத்திம்மி தத்தித்தகதினத்தும் தித்தகதினத்தும் தகதினத்தும் தகதினத்தும் கிடதகதினத்தும்
கஞ்சதளாயதாட்சி கஞ்சதளாயதாட்சி कामाक्षी कञ्जदलायताक्षी 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 यताक्षी कामाक्षी कमला मनोहरी अम्बा कमला मनोहरी त्रिपुर सुन्दरी कञ्जगणायताक्षी कामाक्षी कमला मनोहरी त्रिपुर सुन्दरी कञ्जगणायताक्षी कुञ्जरगमने मणिमण्डित मञ्जुळचरणे 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 मामव शिव पञ्जर शुखि पङ्कजमुखि गुरुगुहरञ्जनि दुरितभञ्जनि निरञ्जनि पञ्जर शुखि पङ्कजमुखि गुरुगुहरञ्जनि दुरितभञ्जनि निरञ्जनि कञ्जगणायताक्षी कामाक्षी कञ्जगणायताक्षी
तद्धित्ताहतजं तद्गिण्णततकधित्ताहतजं तद्गिण्णतद्धित्ताहततकधित्ताहतजं तद्धित्ताहतजं धित्ताहतजं ताहतजं हतजं तरि तदन्न दन्न दन्न तजण्णु जण्णु जण्णु तदिमि दिमि दिमि तकिट्ट तकदरि तदन्न तजण्णु तदिमि ततरि तत तदन्न ततजण्णु ततदिमि तत दि त तद्दिङ्गिण्ण तुं त दि त तद्दिङ्गिण्ण तुं त दि त किडतकदरि किडतुं
राकाशशिवदने राकाशशिवदने सुरदने राकाशशिवदने सुरदने राकाशशिवदने सुरदने रक्षितमदने रत्नसदने शशिवदने सुरदने रक्षितमदने रत्नसदने शशिवदने सुरदने रक्षितमदने रत्नसदने शशिवदने सुरदने रक्षितमदने रत्नसदने शशिवदने सुरदने रक्षितमदने रत्नसदने रागा 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 शशिवदने सुरदने रक्षितमदने रत्नसदने 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 श्रीकाञ्चनवदने सुरसने श्रीकाञ्चनवदने सुरसने श्रीकाञ्चनवदने सुरसने शृङ्गाराश्रयमन्दगसने शृङ्गाराश्रयमन्दगसने एकरेखाक्षरि भुवनेश्वरी एकानन्दामृतजरि भास्वरी एकरेखाक्षरि भुवनेश्वरि एकानन्दामृतजरि भास्वरि एकाग्रमनोलयकरि श्रीकरि एकाभेशगृहेश्वरि शङ्करि एकाग्रमनोलयकरि श्रीकरि एकाभेशगृहेश्वरि शङ्करि सा हरिद बग बनिद बग सा हरिद सग सग बनि सा हरिद बग बनिद बग सा हरिद सग सग बनि सा सनि सग समग सनि बनि सा सनि बग सनि सग बनि सा सनि सग समग सनि बनि सा सनि बग सनि सग बनि कामाक्षी कमला मनोहरी त्रिपुर सुंदरी कमला मनोहरी त्रिपुर सुंदरी
Most of you know my sister as a wonderful child, now adult, but I'm here to tell you about the real Raashi and the torture I have suffered for the last 15 years. Ever since I was born, Raashi treated me like a dog, literally. The only way that I was allowed to play with her was if I was the dog in all her games and had to do everything she said. Oh, and I wasn't allowed to touch the remote when we were watching TV ever. She had complete control over everything we watched, so when I was little, instead of watching shows like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and cartoons, I was forced to watch weird teenage rom-coms and shows like House of Anubis, which gave me nightmares for about a month. In addition, I had found out a few weeks ago that my sister, I had found out a while ago that recently I found out that she brainwashed me to think my favorite color was blue because she wanted to use the green kids plate when we were eating. Now I wonder if anything I ever did or liked was me, or if it was just her telling me I liked it. She also And to this day, I don't like to use the TV remote, and this is apparently conditioning by her, but I think it's just plain brainwashing. But apart from this, I love Raashi so much, and there isn't anything I wouldn't do for her. She is one of the strongest people I know, and will always speak her mind when there is something she doesn't agree with, even when she should just keep her mouth shut. She is smart, confident, determined, and I think of her as my role model in life. I'm really going to miss Raashi when she goes off to college, but at least I won't have to share a bathroom with her. I'll spare you from the horror stories. Now, I have made a slideshow that tries to capture Raashi's life through dance, so please enjoy.
The next dance this evening will be performed to the song Nada Muraligana Vilola. This song was composed by the 18th century poet Uttukuru Venkata Kavi. He was well known for his depth and scholarship in the Carnatic music genre. He is acknowledged as one of the greatest composers on Lord Krishna, and his music reveals his deep devotion to God. The song praises Lord Krishna's beautiful form and the lilting melodies played by him on the flute. Awestruck by Lord Krishna's dance, the sages, or wise men, and his many devotees believe him to be the very cause of existence. They revere him for his power to break us free from our bondage. Nada Muraligana Vilola was choreographed by Srikant Natarajan and is set to Ragam Hamir Kalyani and Ekatalam Tishragati. And now for Nada Muraligana Vilola.
Murali Gana Vilola Nada Murali Gana Vilola Kalyana Krishna ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಾಧವ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಾಧವ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಾಧವ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಾಧವ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಂಗಳವರದಾಯಕ ಪ್ರಭು ಮಾಧವ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರೇ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಂಗಳವರದಾಯಕ ಪ್ರಭು ಗಿರಿಧರ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಆದಿತ್ಯಗಸರಿ ತಗಜನುದ ತಗರೇ ಮಾಗ ಪಾಪ ಮಮ ಮಮ ಗಿರಿಧ ಆದಿತ್ಯಗಸರಿ ತಗಜನುದ ತಗರೇ ಗಾನವಿಲೋಲ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಾರದ ಮುನಿ ಸಲ್ಲುದ ಪದವ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಮುರಳಿ ಗಾನವಿಲೋಲ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಾರದ ಮುನಿ ಸಲ್ಲುದ ವರಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಮುರಳಿ ಗಾನವಿಲೋಲ ಮಂದಗಮನಚಿತವಾರಣ ಭವಬಂಧ ಭಯಹರ ನಿವಾರಣ ಮಂದಗಮನಚಿತವಾರಣ ಭವಬಂಧ ಭಯಹರ ನಿವಾರಣ ಅತಿಸುಂದರ ಮನ್ಮದ ರೂಪಿಣೆ ಮುಗಮಂದ ಹಾಸ ಚುರಿದಾರಿಣೆ ಅತಿಸುಂದರ ಮನ್ಮದ ರೂಪಿಣೆ ಮುಗಮಂದ ಹಾಸ ಚುರಿದಾರಿಣೆ ಭುವಿಕಾರಿಣೆ ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿಣೆ ಭುವಿಕಾರಿಣೆ ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿಣೆ ಭುವಿಕಾರಿಣೆ ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿಣೆ ತಗದಿಮಿದ ದಿಮಿದ ತಗದಿಮಿದ ದಿಮಿದ ತಗದಾಂ ತದಿಗಿಡ ದೊಂದಾಂ ತದಿಗಿಡ ದೊಂದಾಂ ತದಿಗಿಡ ದೊಂದಾಂ ತದಿಗಿಡ ದೊಂದಾಂ ತದಿಗಿಡ ದೊಂದಾಂ ತದಿಗಿಣ ದೊಂದಾಂ ತದಿಗಿಣ ದೊಂದಾಂ ತದಿಗಿಣ ಸ ಸ ಪಾ ಪಾ ಪ ದ ದ ದ ಪ ಪಾ ಪ ಮ ಮ ಗ ಪ ಪ ಪ ಗ ಪ ಪ ದ ನಿ ಸ ನಗ ನಗ ನಗಣ ನಿಗಿ ನಿಗಿ ನಿಮ್ ಕೂಡ ನೂರ ಕಂಕಣ ಕಿಂಗಿನಿ ಚಲಂಗ ಶಬ್ದ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ನಗ ನಗ ನಗಣ ದಿಗಿ ದಿಗಿ ನಿಮ್ ಕೂಡ ನೂರ ಕಂಕಣ ಕಿಂಗಿನಿ ಚಲಂಗ ಶಬ್ದ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ತಾಂ ಕಿಡದಗ ದರಿಗಿಡದೋಂ ತರಿಗಿಡದಗ ಜುಣುಕಿಡದಗ ದರಿಗಿಡದೋಂ ತರಿಗಿಡದಗ ಜುಣುಕಿಡದಗ ದರಿಗಿಡದೋಂ ತರಿಗಿಡದಗ ಜುಣುಕಾದ ಮುರಳಿ ಗಾನವಿಲೋಲ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಾರದ ಮುನಿ ಸಲ ಸಲ್ಲುದ ಬರಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಮುರಳಿ ಗಾನ ವಿಲೋಲ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಾರದ ಮುನಿ ಸಲ್ಲುದ ಬರಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ ನಾದ ಮುರಳಿ ಗಾನ ವಿಲೋಲ ನಾದ ಮುರಳಿ ಗಾನ ವಿಲೋಲ ನಾದ ಮುರಳಿ ಗಾನ ವಿಲೋಲ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
At this time, I'd like to invite Anuradha Nehru, Raashi's teacher, to say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It gives me great pleasure to present Raashi Dewan today at her Nritya Prastuti. Raashi came to me as a first grader. She was all of 6 years old, and she just graduated from high school this past month, which means, like Rajiv said, she's been with us for the last 12 years, and so I feel like she's literally grown up in our studio. So this moment marks a bittersweet moment for me and for us at Kalanidhi, because we do see these children grow up from a young, tender age all the way up to when they grow up into young, graceful, and beautiful, accomplished young women. But in the process of the last 12 years of training, she has, of course, picked up qualities of hard work, commitment, dedication, and perseverance, which I do believe that they would hold her in good stead and come in use in whatever it is she chooses to pursue in the rest of her life. I wish Raashi well, and I'm confident that she will flourish in whatever it is that she chooses to do as she moves forward. I'd also like to take a moment to commend Raashi's parents, Rajiv and Shamita, because it does take a lot of hard work and commitment from the parents to make sure that their child comes regularly every single week over the years to dance class, and then they come at the end of a work day, sit down for 90 minutes or so in their car while their daughter's learning the dance. So give it up to the parents, and they do need to be applauded for their share of hard work. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce and welcome Kishore onto the stage. Kishore Mosalikanti is the leading Kuchipudi expert today in India and an amazing choreographer, Nattuvanar, teacher, and dancer. And he has spent the last 1 month, as he always does every year, with us, and he helps us train these girls and give them the final polish before they get onto stage for their solo debut performances. So I'd like to introduce him to all of you. Kishore, please come onto the stage and take a bow. Thank you. Raashi, if you could please come to the stage, I would like to present a small memento to you. This is just a small special achievement award for all the years that she has dedicated to Kuchipudi, and I'd like to just give this to you.
it's too tall for me. Okay. Thank you all so much for coming to support me today. Some of you from out of town, as far away as India, like my mama, who I thought wasn't going to be able to come today, but I'm so, so happy you did. Love you. I'll try to keep this short, but anyone who knows me knows I've never been very good at keeping anything that involves talking short. Thank you to all my family for coming. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you. To my friends from school, yeah, you're there, okay, hi. To my friends from school, I know this is a bit different from what you're likely used to, but I'm so happy you're all here. I'm sorry that you and actually most of my family doesn't understand the music, but it's okay, I don't either. I need it explained to me. Sorry, Kishore uncle, I still don't speak Telugu, and it's probably just not gonna happen now. To all my Kalanidhi family, thank you so much for coming to support me today. Megu, my amazing MC, who gave a speech that made me cry right before I had to dance, so thanks for that. I'm so glad you moved into our group. Every class and every show we've done together has been wonderful, and I'm so glad that you're part of this one too. Shweta, I haven't known for as long, but I already know that you're an amazing person and dancer, and I'm so lucky to have you both as friends. Thank you to Pragnya for helping me backstage and always being just the most bubbly individual. You're amazing. All my ushers, Ritu, Meghna, Avishka, thank you for helping me today. And every other girl, if I name you all, will be here forever, but I love you all. All of my akkas have been such amazing role models, and I'm so glad to have some of you here today. And of course, I need to thank my brother, Rohan, despite the roast he apparently gave me that I didn't hear. For designing my program brochure, printing my poster, making my slideshow. He did a lot of work for me, and I think he did a fantastic job. As far as little siblings go, you're still pretty annoying at times, but you're generally pretty good. No, really, you're a very sweet little 6-foot-tall baby. You've come to every single one of my dance performances. That's 12 years. You haven't missed a single one. I think that's pretty impressive. You even came to some that I wasn't in until you complained about why you were there if I wasn't even dancing. Okay, so my dad already said some of this, but it's my show, so I'm gonna say it again. In 2005, one of my dadis told us about her friend who was a Kuchipudi dancer and the show her dance company was performing. And I went to see this performance with my amama, and I watched Anu auntie dance in Rasa. And it was one of the most amazing things I'd ever seen, and I've been told that I sat on the edge of my seat the entire show, absolutely enthralled. And I wanted to learn to dance like auntie did in that show, and I can with full confidence say that I still can't do that. And I probably never will, because in my absolutely, completely unbiased opinion, there's no one who's quite on auntie's level. And of course, my parents, you also haven't missed a single one of my performances, but that's not nearly as remarkable as it is for Rohan. I would have probably thrown a fit if you did. My mother told me to say that she is, quote, the most amazing mother and just the best. I agree, but it absolutely goes against my nature to say that in a serious, humor-free fashion. I suppose that legally I'm an adult now, but as my dad says, I'm kind of a useless adult. I can't even drive. Which reminds me, thank you for driving me every single day for the past month, in addition to driving me to driver's ed, because I'm only now getting around to doing that. And before that, driving me once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, just all the time. I don't know how many hours you've spent in that car driving me to dance. My parents have always supported me in anything I wanted to do, and I would definitely not be doing this today without all the hard work they've put in as well. So thank you. I love you both. There are more pages. I'm sorry, it's not short. I also want to thank another very important person, Mrs. Reddy. Mama, thank you for altering many of my costumes over the years, because my mom, despite her best efforts, just couldn't. Sorry, I had to. Thank you, Vikram uncle, for spending so long figuring out the lighting for today. It's just not a Kalanidhi performance without Vikram uncle doing the lights. Yes, round of applause for him. Then there is Lavanya auntie, our dance mom, who has always been one of the sweetest, kindest people I've ever met. You've had very mom-like reactions to me growing up and me preparing for today, and I just think it's so sweet. And thank you for every time you've given me bindis because I've forgotten them at camp, helping me get ready for so many shows from my very first annual performance to Bagmati to today. For every Saturday class where we were boisterous or kept offering our opinions about what we should do at every single opportunity, I'm sorry. Thank you for putting up with us. You are far more patient than I am. You're always so caring, checking in on how things are going, hoping with me that my Amma's passport got sorted out, getting excited with me when I'm excited, and always having the biggest, most wonderful smile. And thank you so much to Kishore Uncle, who spent hours upon hours with me for the past month, helping me prepare for today and for every summer that you've come to teach us. I never realized you were so funny until this summer, though, because you have to speak in English in my private session, so I actually understand the jokes you're making now. I mean, I should have figured it out. Everyone laughs at camp, so I laugh with them because I feel like something funny must have happened, but I never understood them before. I also don't think I realized what an exceptional teacher you are until you were able to look at an item that you had never seen before and correct me anyways. Finally, and most importantly, I want to thank my wonderful teacher, Anuradha Auntie. Auntie, you've always been inspirational and slightly intimidating, in a good way. In a good way. When you don't practice enough, Auntie can tell, and she has this patented mom look that she gives you, which is equal parts angry and disappointed, and it's a little bit, just a little scary. But you always make me want to be better, not just because I don't want to disappoint you, but I always wanted to make you proud. I admire you so much, and you've been such a wonderful influence in my life. Both you and dance have been constants in my life for the past 12 years, and I'm going to miss you so, so much. I love you, and I'm so grateful to have had you as a role model, and if I learned to have even, if I learned to have even half the grace and poise you exhibit every day, I can count that as a success. Oh, I almost made it through without crying. Almost. We conclude this evening's performance with Tilana. Set to a haunting melody, this song is set to challenging footwork and arresting rhythmic patterns. The Tilana illustrates Kuchipudi's perfect blend of both strength and delicacy. This Tilana was both written and choreographed by Guru Vempati Chinnasatya and is set to Ragam Hindalam and Talam Adi. The Tilana will immediately be followed by a Mangalam, where the dancer expresses her gratitude to her teachers and the audience. After the performance, there will be a reception in the lobby, and we hope all of you will join us. Again, thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoyed the performance.
Tadim dim tanana dhirana dhim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana till
tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tanana dhirana dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhirana dim tadim dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhirana dim tadim tadir dir dir dum dir 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 utana dim tadim dir 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 tillana dir dir tillana dir tillana tadim tana tana ditillana tillana tare dim tana dim tana ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana tillana dim tadim dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana tillana dim tadim dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana tillana dim tadim dir 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 tom dir 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 udana dim tadim dir 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 tillana dir dir tillana dir tillana tadim dim tana dhira dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tana dhira dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dir dir tom dir 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 udana dim tadim dir 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 tillana dir dir tillana dir tillana tadim dim tana dhira dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tana dhira dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dir dir tom dir 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 udana dim tadim dir 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 tillana dir dir tillana dir tillana tadim dim tana dhira dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tana dhira dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dittom dittom tana dim tadim ditillana tana dhira dim tadim tadir dir dir tom dir 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 udana dim tadim dir 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 tillana dir dir tillana dir tillana tadim dim tana dhira dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana tadim dim tana dhira dim tadim ditillana tana tana ditillana tillana Shri Kuchelapura Ashrita Mandara Siddha Vidyadhara Siddhendra Yogi Vara Shri Kuchelapura Ashrita Mandara Siddha Vidyadhara Siddhendra Yogi Vara Shri Kuchelapura Ashrita Mandara Siddha Vidyadhara Siddhendra Yogi Vara कुचेलपुर आश्रित मंदार सिद्ध विद्याधर सिद्धेन्द्र योगीवर नी कृपामृत में नित्य जीवनमु नी कृपामृत में नित्य जीवनमु प्राकियल्लु मृदु पदमु लेखनमु प्राकियल्लु मृदु पदमु लेखनमु नी कृपामृत में नित्य जीवनमु प्राकियल्लु मृदु पदमु लेखनमु ఇదని గమరని తని సమదని ఇదని గమరని తని సమదని దస సని నిరతమ కమరని దని నిరతమ మగతమ దస సని నిరతమ కమరని దని నిరతమ మగతమ నాదృదిత్వం దృదిత్వం అనధీం తది దిత్తిల్లాన తనదిరన దీం తది నాదృదిత్వం దృదిత్వం అనధీం తది దిత్తిల్లాన తనదిరన దీం తది నాదిరు దిరు దిరు తొం దిరు 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 ఉదన దీం తది దిరు 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 తిల్లాన దిరు దిరు తిల్లాన దిరు తిల్లాన తదీం దీం తనన తదీం దీం తనన తదీం దీం తనన దిరు దీం తదీం తిల్లాన తనన దిత్తిల్లాన తిల్లాన తదీం దీం తనన దిరు దీం తదీం करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वापराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे पाहि मां महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो
Hi, Raashi. You're one of my best friends, and I'm so thrilled that you had your graduation and I could be your MC. Definitely, you're going to have to come back because I'm going to miss you like crazy. And yeah, you're amazing, and I love you.
Hi, Raashi. You did so good, and you were so amazing, and I'm going to miss you so much next year. Bye.
You were so amazing.
It was so good.
We were like awestruck by your stamina for
Yeah, honestly, we were like watching it and we were like, how does she not look tired? But you did an amazing job. Congratulations. And I can't wait to see what you do in the future.
We love you.
We love you.
Congrats, Raashi. You were one of my first friends at Kalanidhi, and being here today, it really shows how far we've come and grown. And I'm just so proud of you. Congrats on your big day. Love you.
Hi, Raashi. You did really good today. I hope you have a great time at UMD. Congrats once again.
Raashi, I'm thrilled. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad I could make it and live to see this day. You know, you fulfilled my dreams because I wanted your mother to learn dancing, but she wasn't up to it. So you're sort of, a generation later, but you lived up to my expectations and hopes beyond that. All the best, darling.